So in this video, what we're going to do is have a look at creating a half-round top light. Now, we'll also just mention how we can actually create this timber archway without the top light as we go along. If you're just doing the timber arch, then it is parametric. But if you add these top light elements, it does tend to mess up a little bit. To just give you an illustration of that, we've currently got the 1500 window in there. If we change it to the 1800, as we can see, those elements are not quite as we want them. But like I said, the actual arch itself is parametric to the size. So just going to swap that back. Okay, so what do we have to do? Well, I would strongly recommend you first of all go to File, Open. We're going to open a family and we're going to use one of the existing external doors. So I'm just going to find the external door that I want to use. So for this one, I'll use one of these. I'll go for the one that's quite similar to what I've just done, but yeah, there, we'll do that. Click OK. Okay, now it brings up this message, just say continue to open the file. Now what I'd recommend is you immediately save the file. So File, Save As, a family, and it's got its name by there, and we're going to just add half round to it and click Save. Okay. Now this thumbnail is quite handy to have up because it does bring up a few of the elements that we want to edit. The first one being this here, which is the opening cut. So we're going to click on that, and then we're going to have a look at our elevations, and we can just go into the exterior elevation, and then we got the modify opening cut, edit sketch. Now we can clearly see the pink line of the opening cut. So all I'm going to do here is just do a circle or there from the center, start there and go around the 180 like so, and delete that one and click that. So then we just jump back to our thumbnail. We can see we've now got the actual cut in the wall. Now we're going to click on the frame, and now we're going to edit the sweep and jump to the exterior elevation again. So we can now click on the path and say sketch path here. And again, let's just find the center point there with this circle, go to the end point, making sure you get the little square for the end, make sure the curve is on the top, click end point again, and then delete the horizontal one going across. And you can just zoom in and check you're in the right place. If you're concerned it might not be, press tick. Okay, and tick again. Now it does bring up one of the dimensions has been deleted. We'll just delete that dimension, that's fine. Click off there, click back to the thumbnail, and we can see we've now got that going across there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is add the horizontal bar across the top for the door head. And we want to try and maintain this profile shape here as well. So I'm going to open up the section, and we can see the shape of the actual frame. Okay, now we've also got these guidelines here that help us to position it all correctly as well. So what we want to do is measure the actual distance that this is cutting at the moment. So we can see it's measuring there. I think it's, if I zoom in, I think it's 25 point or 27.5. Try it. I need about 27. There we go. So just remember that, and I'll just give us this. So now we want to create an extrusion, pick a plane, and I want to pick. Now, before I pick, actually, I'll just show you how I'm just selecting which one I pick. So on the exterior, I'm going to select one of these ones here. So that one's center L stroke R, and then that's a slice through, which is what I want. So I'll just go here, extrusion, pick a plane, and it's center L stroke R. Center L stroke R. Say OK. So now I can actually just draw this in here, which is what I want. Alright, so I'm going to start off back here, come out to level with that, there, down to there, back to there. As you can see, we're sort of lining up here with that one on the top. Now I'm going to come down the 27 and then go across. Let's take that one there for now. I'll do the 27 by here again. And I'll just use the trim to join those together. Okay, material. Let's select our material. And I'm going to use this door frame mullion material that's been currently used in this family. Extrusion start and end, I'm not going to overly worry about that at the moment. Just tick, and then we can look at this in the exterior view. I'm going to open up the interior view as well, because that actually shows us how it goes a little bit beyond on the inner frame. So now I'm just going to line it up level with the edge of the doorway on either side. There and there. Let's look at the thumbnail. Okay, now we can see it looks a little bit unclean there, all right, with those lines. So we're just going to use the join geometry and click that onto that, and that just makes that look a lot nicer. Okay, next we want to add our little sunray pattern. So we'll go back to our exterior view, and I'll create a new extrusion, and this one is going to be on the exterior by there. So let's use this one, zoom in, make sure we get it in the center, come out, 75 is fine, bring it round, there we go. So that's a start. Now we'll have a couple straight lines. So I'll get this one in the middle. Offset it. Change the distance. I'll change 12.5. Delete that one in the middle. Don't forget to join them together at the top. Then I'll use the rotate command, highlight those, and place my own center, which is going to be in the center down here. There we go. And make sure you've got the copy ticked. Do that, come around 45 degrees. And then we could do the same again on the other side. Make sure we place, a bit too, let's try that again. Highlight those, press rotate, pick your center. And then make sure the copy is in, come round 45 degrees. There we go. And obviously, if you wanted to do more of them, you could just change the angles to suit. You could have had 30 and 60. Okay, make sure these are extending to the ends. And that one there goes a little bit further than we want, so I'll just drag that one back in. That one, I'll just take that one a little bit further. Don't mind if they overlap a little bit. Alright, we can always do the join geometry again if needed. Okay, so slight issues we've got by here at the moment. We need to make sure that is a closed loop there. And then this, we're just going to drag that round to there and join that onto that. And then we're going to do a few more of those circles. So the center, start, end, and another one, and one more. Okay, we've got the material correct. Let's tick. All right, now let's go to our section, and we can see that it's not how we want it at the moment. So we'll just drag that in there and drag that one to match in there. Okay, we can have a little look at our thumbnail, and now we can see how that looks, like so. Okay, next we're going to add the glass. So what we can do here is go to the section, and we can click on the glass that's there already, and we could just copy that, move it up to there, and then what we can do is go to our exterior. Oop, lost it. There it is. Okay, edit the extrusion, and now we've got the pink lines by here. So I can just get these first couple up like that. To be honest, actually it's quicker now to just delete those pink lines, because what we've done though is got the materials and the thickness of the glass. Just going to use these pick lines. And then the trim. Okay, and work my way around doing that with each of these segments. It gives little warnings there about the lines overlapping, but don't worry about that, it's only temporary. Once we trim them, that just clears that problem up. Okay, that's tick, and we've got the glass in there. Now let's go back to our section. As we can see, the glass is over here. We may well want to move it to this face here, so I'm going to grab that back end and just drag it there, and it moves the whole extrusion across for us. Let's have a little look at the thumbnail of that. So we can now see we've got those there. What I'm going to do now is put a slightly larger piece of timber on the inside to bed the glass into, as it were. So this will be on the interior, and we want to do a new extrusion. So create extrusion and look for your interior by here. Again, we can use the pick lines. This is much quicker, and now it just gets those segments. Okay, we're going to want to offset these after we've done this, so I'll just pick them all first. Yeah, probably a few there I shouldn't have bothered quite doing it that way, but that's fine. All right, so let's do offset, and I don't want a big offset on this. I'm just going to do, say, 7.5 mil. Now you can go there and do that, and you'll see how it automatically trims them all into place as you do it, which is nice. Okay, now to get rid of the old lines, point at it, press the tab key, click on it, and delete, and all of them are gone in one go. So tab, click, delete. Fine, there we go. That's it. Right, those couple haven't trimmed, so we'll just sort that out first. Alright, and then same again, tab, click, delete, tab, click, delete. Now, of course, we need an outer boundary. So we've got our... Now what we want is to get it level with these doors here. So I'm just going to start by there, go up to there, go across, and use one on this side as well, just to get that level. Now I've actually got it the length I want there. I'm going to do a circle, start off in the middle by here, go around like so to there. All right, door frame million for the material, that's good. Let's press the tick. Let's have a little look at it. As we can see, not quite in the right place at the moment. So to our section. Now we want to drag this inner face up to there. And then we've got to decide, well, how thick do we actually want that? So let's just drag that one in a second. Okay, so we're going to want this to be somewhere in there. That's 35 mil at the moment, 35.5. Could just adjust that. 198. There we go. All right, and then look at the thumbnail, and now we can see we actually have that inner frame segment as well. Worth double checking at this point that we have actually got it at the right position. We can see we're very slightly off on the bottom end. So I think let's click on that. And if we go to our interior, we can see we probably should be level with that line there. So we'll just drag that down to there like that. And that looks much better. Okay, so that's our half light created. Let's now load that into the project. So just cancel that for a minute. And there we go. Here's the new one we've just created. So I can stick that in a wall. Now, as we can see, it's come in on the wrong size. If I change the size of it, though, to the 1500 one, it'll be correct. So basically, if you want to do one that's bigger, change it in the family first, the actual width, and then go from there. And that would be the best way of doing it. So there we go, though. There is our timber half round light. And like I said, you could also create your timber archway using this method, but we're just without the doors. All right then, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and look forward to seeing you around for the next video.